Hello and welcome to an episode 18 of what will be Dark Souls 2 DLC, the Crown of the Old Iron King. In the last episode, I don't remember what we did. Honestly, I died or something. Yeah, I died. Uh, in this episode, we're actually going to make some pretty good progress. Uh, we again have with us Derek the Crab, who has been a really good summon to have along. He's really knowledgeable of the area, and I'm really not, so that's always a positive. Um, Here I'm just gonna go back to the last place that I died, which is right down here, and this time I'm gonna approach it a little bit differently. He goes up here, and I don't know why I didn't think of it before, but I just didn't go on that top uh, path, whatever. Uh, for some reason, I don't know why, I just ignored it completely because I seen it, but I didn't think, oh, I didn't, I don't know, it just didn't click with me. So, oh well. Uh, this is actually a post-com. I'm post-commentating this video, so I know what's gonna happen, and you don't. But I can just say we finally make some progress in this video, which we made a little bit last time, but yeah. Here you get the strength ring. It and the dex ring both increase the respective stat by 5 points. So that's kind of cool. Kind of a cool thing. Uh, I approached this gauntlet of enemies in a much better way this time because I don't fall. You can see. I don't know if I didn't see it last when I fell the first time, but it seems blatantly obvious now where that hole in the floor was. So, yeah, that's kind of a. Yeah, I don't know how I fell through that hole. There's actually, I think, another one. Yeah, there's another one over there that I actually am able to avoid. So that's good. It's not suggested to fall through those weak spots in the floor, and to take it this way, which is it's a much slower going, but a much safer going than what we did the first time, which was die, and Friendo died. But that's okay. That's okay. We make it this time. Rather unscathed actually. These enemies aren't really as strong as the more I've played, the kind of easier they are to read and understand. Except for these enemies. This guy, huge motherfucker. He he's still pretty stout to me. He has a lot of HP, so there's that aspect. But I was gonna try and use some range attacks, but I figured, I can let this guy spam him with his hexes. So that's what I do. I just kind of chill out and wait for him to die. Oh shoot! Where does this? I don't remember where this doorway takes us. Huh. Where are we going? Oh yes, I do remember. Um, this room really need to just run. Having a summon, it's kind of. Let me just say, it's really. I suggest having a summon for the whole area, honestly, because in this spot especially, it's best to just run through. Just don't even worry about this enemy because for some reason he gets revived every time. He you can't kill him. I mean, I'm sure if you killed him and he fell off all his remains fell over the edge, he wouldn't be able to reanimate. But that doesn't really that's not really a viable tactic to use, I suppose. I was hoping it would happen there, but it didn't. And you can see you don't get any souls from it. You just have to keep killing him over and over for no apparent reason. But if you run forward, another one animates here at this spot, and then you have this guy. There's a room off to the right there, and I didn't go in that room, so I'm not really sure what's in there. I may have to go back and do that. But yeah, just move on. There's an elevator in here. So just running past them and hitting the elevator, that's the best route to take. So yeah, the best route to take definitely, because you're just gonna sit there and have two of those really those enemies with the bow. They're really powerful actually. They have a lot of health and they hit really hard with their flame weapon. So best definitely just run past them and ignore them because they can't really follow you down here. Uh, and you can see here in this room we have kind of a lot going on. But my first thought when I walked in here was killing of the first flame. Whatever. Here we have 4 idols of Nadalia. I guess that's what I'm going to call them. That uh, they don't seem to have any attack or aggressiveness towards the player. But when I seen this giant, seemingly the aura that the idols are giving off reminds me of the pyromancy that heals you can cast it out and it heals. It's an area of effect healing. And that's what it reminded me of, so I knew right off the bat, okay, something's got to be done about these things. So, yeah. As you can see, I'm down to 1 smelter wedge, and there's 2 more idols, which we do address in this video. So, if you don't know where to get the other smelter wedges, this is where we're going to get them. But yeah, this particular room reminded me of the killing of the first flame, just because of I mean the ash on the floor and everything going on. Thank God for invincibility frames. Uh, yeah, it was really reminiscent of, which is kind of, you know, glitch lag, kind of what you would expect because of the when you fight the old Iron King. Wait, is that what he is? The old Iron King? Yeah, no. What? I don't remember his name. Eee. Uh, when you fight the boss of the Iron Keep in New Game Plus, you get his soul plus an extra soul, which I don't remember what his. I don't remember what that soul is called, so I'll have to look that up and mention it. Uh, I found this bonfire. Definitely want to light that, and we actually get a summon. Uh, we actually get a summon for this boss coming up because this boss is actually. I'm not going to say he was really difficult. I do have to fight him a couple times because it took me a second to kind of get a read on his attacks and what's, my adaptability and iframes rolling through his attacks and, you know, that sort of thing. But nothing really too crazy. I was hoping with three me and 2 summons wouldn't be a challenge. I was really hoping that I would take it out. And when I first come in the room, when I seen these 4 idols and the fog gate, I knew it was going to be a boss fight. I knew it. Knew it was going to happen. I called it. And here we're, me and Monsieur Derek the Crab were communicating through gestures, which was that was kind of cool, I guess. Not really cool, but it was better than sending messages back and forth, so to each their own. Uh, yeah. Try lightning. Well, we'll see we'll see what lightning can do eventually. This boss. I'm checking here to see if I can optimize my character any. Oh, I seen the black mist coming on. I was like, oh shit. And this guy, the Fume Knight, he's got a really cool armor set. That was my first thought. Wow, that's a cool armor set. But at first, he starts dual wielding two swords. He has this giant great sword that looks like the Dragon Bone Smasher from Demon Souls, uh, and the Dragon Greatsword from Dark Souls. I think it was what it's called, Dragon Greatsword. Uh, and he it looks like he's just maybe just a long sword, maybe a bastard sword, not a bastard sword, but a bastard sword. Yeah, he dual wields those at first, and he deals a lot of damage. Yeah, he definitely hits really hard. So you want to avoid getting hit. 652 right there. After you do, I suppose 75%, maybe 50, 60%, maybe timed. I'm not sure. He uses the flame sword, and we'll talk about that in just a second when I come back. Yeah, off screen, I went and took my Zweihander plus 10 to a Lightning Zweihander to see how well Lightning did. And we're also going to go get some more Smelter Wedges. Uh, to address his Flame's sword, when he powers his sword up and gives it the Flame Elemental damage, he loses his offhand sword. So it's kind of a balancing thing, which is really I think is really cool. He hits a lot harder. That flame damage really hurts. However, he's now down to one weapon. So uh, when it happened that first time, I was a little bit kind of in shock. So I addressed it kind of slowly. I should have roll dodged a whole lot better, but whatever. Uh, Here I was actually just kind of following Mr. the Crab's lead. He knew where he was going. I didn't. I really didn't explore this area on my own because I was trying to not really do the fastest route, but I guess the best route. I don't know how to uh, uh, name it exactly. I was just wanting to play it and have good content to record while beating it in a short amount of time. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm. Shoo, I almost died right there. That was almost bad. Uh, so yeah, what to talk about? What to talk about? What to talk about? Hmm, hmm, hmm. Uh, I've gotten several. Let me just address this really quickly. I've gotten a lot of. I say a lot. It's really not a lot, but to me it is. A lot of subscribers in the last 48 hours, I, maybe even less time, and I really, really appreciate the support. You have no idea. Uh, this NPC, not NPC, this online summon we have here, Derek the Crab. We talked some through Xbox messages. He subscribed. He's a really nice, really friendly guy. Obviously, he's an awesome Souls player, and I'm just glad he was able to be patient enough through all my deaths and everything else that have happened in this area. So kudos to him for that. Now, this was really interesting to me. This barrel enemy didn't have a barrel, so I was like, oh, I can actually get a look at this weird, strange creature. And he walks around like he's carrying a barrel, and it's weird. Uh, this chest here is the one that we're looking for. It has the smelter wedges in it. It has four, six, four, four. Yeah, four. which I think is all of in the DLC. That's all of them, all that there are. So there's 10 total. Nadalia, Idols of Nadalia. Shit, that's a mouthful. That's what she said. Anyway, yeah, you can see this DLC turns out to be it's large. I, I don't want to say it's large. To me, it's bigger than the Crown of the Sunken King, but at the same time, it's about the same size. It seems larger because it has all these. See, there's a doorway there that you can go to. I mean, what? There's that one. There was that doorway right. If you walked across the elevator instead of coming down, there was a doorway. There was a hallway I didn't take on that catwalk earlier in the episode. There's just a lot to do, a lot of places to explore. There's the spiral staircase that causes curse all the way down. You can go there. There's a lot of places to go. So that really impressed with this DLC. And there's that doorway there that I will not be addressing because it's hell on earth going in that doorway. um, we went on this little expedition just for the smelter wedges. So he's going back to his world, and we'll meet back up at the next bonfire. So I will see you guys. Hang on, let me pause for a second. He separates from the world, and then we meet up at the next bonfire, as I've already said. But I'll see you guys when we get there and get set back up to take on the boss again. I really need to. I don't feel sick, but I'm congested in my face and in my head, and I feel like I'm not speaking very clearly, and I feel like, my nose is really stopped up, and my throat's kind of sore. So yeah, I guess the weather's about to change or something. I'm not sure what the dealio is, but yeah. Sorry for the cold. I already took out that I think I did. Already took out that last idol of Nadalia. So there's that. Let's see. Yeah, was it this time? No, I take that off, don't I? This summon, I guess this is an online summon. I don't know. It kind of threw me off because he comes to my world, gestures, does whatever he wants. But his gamer tag, I suppose, was Galen Maverick, I think is what it was. So yeah, that was kind of, I don't know. I wasn't sure if it was an NPC or not because it looked like an NPC. But you see him switching weapons, and here he bows. I was like, what? But there was supposed to be NPCs that used gestures in the Crown of the Sunken King, and there may have been still, but I thought they were taken out. I'm not certain. But I started to put the Flame Quartz Ring plus 3 on because when I went to the boss room, I thought he dealt quite a bit of damage. He dealt a lot of damage, but it was because of his flame elemental damage. So I thought I'll put the Flame Quartz Ring on. But then I also thought he starts with 2 weapons dealing purely physical damage. So I put the Ring of Steel Protection. I may have taken it back off, but Ring of Steel Protection plus 1 or just the Ring of Steel Protection. I don't remember. I put it on so that the physical damage would be cut a little bit, but not much. He still deals quite a bit of damage. So yeah. I actually switch to the Flame Quartz Ring plus 3. You can see Maverick or the other summon just kind of getting distance and using arrows, which is, I guess, helpful. I mean, he's not dealing a whole lot of damage, but over time, those arrows build up, damage builds up, whatever. We do not beat him this time. I die. Derek the Crab dies. Yeah, I switch. Yeah, I do switch here to the Flame Quartz Ring +3 to cut down the flame damage that he's going to be causing, because he will do that. Not in this fight, because I do die. I will have to fight him again. I really get a hold on his move set. Here I panicked and tried to chug an Estus, and I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Bad idea. Bad idea. But whatever. This time I have changed my armor set to give myself some more defense. And I go in just myself and Mr. the Crab. I can say the fight goes much better this time, so no worries. The thing about the Fume Knight, he deals a lot of damage, and he has pretty high defense. I don't know if you noticed, I was using this Lightning's Wildhander +10, and I'm not doing much damage at all, so that's something to definitely be aware of. I don't know if lightning may not be his weakness. I can assume it is, because he's fire. Most fire elemental enemies, are weak to lightning, but could be wrong. I don't know for sure. So I may have been. I mean, this enemy seems to be fairly weak to my Lightning's Wildhander, so you never can tell. But this time I really felt like I had or got a better feel for his moveset, to better dodge, block, and all around avoid what he was throwing at me, because he's really not fast, but it's hard to block when each attack takes off 25 to 50% of your stamina. See there, that took all of my stamina. That was, oh, my stamina. And my stamina's at 30 something. So, yeah, that's definitely, he hits really hard. See, some of these attacks, some of them hit me and I feel like they shouldn't have. My hitboxes, iframes, they were just kind of off. You can see Derek rolling around doing his thing, not getting hit. That hit me. I feel like it shouldn't have. I don't understand that thing. Don't understand the hitboxes and such in this game. That should have hit me, but it didn't, thankfully. But yeah, I'll wear most of his attacks here at first, but when he goes to his flame elemental sword, the best way, I suppose, is to stay behind him and avoid his 180-degree attack and roll forward into that attack. Rolling forward seems to be the only way you can dodge in this game, really. Rolling left to right doesn't really work. Roll forward seems to work tremendously better. So do that, because rolling backwards does not work. Try rolling forward, because I didn't, and I can't now. But anyway, yeah, just try, because I have this summon. He can take the aggro, and he actually, I think he is this time as well, but before was wearing the red ring of the evil eye. I can't remember. He's wearing the ring that causes enemies to aggro on you more so than the other player character. So he has most of the attention, and it's easier for me to get behind the Fume Knight. And being behind him is a lot easier because his attacks are mostly forward based. And I felt like that attack shouldn't hit me. Roll, hitbox, I don't know. I really enjoy the Souls games. I really enjoy Dark Souls 2 as a game. But the hitboxes are just off to me. I don't know. Who am I to say? I'm just a YouTube player. I can't tell what my damage is because of the ash, but the lightning Zweihander is doing okay damage. Ooh, that could have hit me. 126, 426, 126. I couldn't really tell. Ooh, he was about to do his area of effect attack there. He could have killed me very easily. But there's the Fume Knight. It was really a really long fight because he does have a lot of health and he deals quite a bit of damage. So, yeah. But you get 60, 70,000 souls from it. So, worth it, I suppose. Now, I'm about to pick up well, actually, there's still quite a bit of video left, honestly. Here's where I guess this is the corpse of the actual Nadalia, and you pick up the crown of the old Iron King, which she had in her possession. Huh, a faint heat lingers within the crown. Super cool, super cool. I guess I'll talk about what's going to be happening in the next videos. From here, I'm going to go to the Iron Passage off screen, and then from there, I'm going to go back to Aldea's Keep, and yeah, the crown actually looks somewhat similar to the one Gwen wore in Dark Souls, but not the same, really. Small differences. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go to Aldea's Keep, and from there to the Ancient Dragon to the Throne Guardians, and from the Throne Guardians to the Memories, the next DLC. I have it all planned out. Aldea's Keep is next, in the next video, and I'm going to see if I can't actually recruit Derek the Crab or Vertical Anomaly, one of these guys I've been playing with, because they're really consistent. I may try and see if they won't join me in those videos as well, because I enjoy playing with other characters a lot more than solo. But until then, I'll see you guys later.